Hey, it's Thursday, March 28th, and I'm going to show you my pizza because it was so good. It was their house special. I don't know, there's mushrooms and beef and green onions, or green peppers and onions and pepperoni, and Fitter's is well known for their pizza. And yeah, that's where we ate today for our payday lunch. That's so good, and I'm so full of Fitter's pizza. But little taste. So, yeah, that's where we went today for our little payday lunch. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get like a sandwich or if I was going to, because like I said, Fitter's is fairly well known for their pizza here in town. But the deciding factor, I did something else today. Since it was nice weather and it's like 60 degrees now, I had to turn the air on when I got home because I was warm. I finally went to campus. Remember many videos ago how I said I had intentions? I've actually mentioned it a couple times. Cassidy doesn't watch these videos as far as I know. But I have the rest of the magnets. I finally went to campus to buy some more magnets. Mow the mule. But on campus, right next to the university store, is Spin Pizza. And I started smelling that, and I'm like, all right, that made the decision. I gotta get pizza today. Gotta get pizza because it just smells so good. So, yay. Now I have to put it in an envelope and mark it and send it. Which will require, you know, going to the post office. That's what it's called. Yes, that's why I figure I better sit down and do this before I go into my food coma. After we ate, I went and did a little bit more Pokemoning. I was doing Pokemoning along the way, of course, and trying to defend my gym. I just took that gym, and then I walked away, and you see little dust clouds, and I'm like, that means somebody's fighting. Somebody's taking you. I was like, I just fought that gym. I just took that gym. And I sit there with my gold raspberries, or my gold berries, whatever, and I kept like healing it, and then I kept fighting it, and then I kept healing it, and I kept fighting it, and eventually you can't feed it any berries anymore, and they probably knew that, so they took my gym that I was in for like a minute. So fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. But I got some tasks done that needed to be done. So while I was out, some that have been sitting there forever because I never go anywhere. I never take walks anymore. So fairly lazy. So it was a nice little day out. It's like 1:30, I think. No. Yes, 1:30, 1:32. So let's get our question answered for today. The 28th. Correct. How do you handle rejection? I mean, I've never really put myself out there to be rejected. Really, to be honest. I mean, I guess, you know, like asking that Esther girl to the dance, you know, I set myself up. And then she was like, oh, let me think about it, because, you know, she didn't want to be mean. She didn't want to be rude. But now it's just kind of like, I don't know, like, that was high school. That was a long time ago. And like I discussed, it didn't really matter anyway. So, you know, to be honest, I mean, I guess I've applied for jobs and been rejected from jobs before, or just never got a call back, you know. I don't know. I just kind of, I guess, in like that situation or whatever, like if I'm not selected for something or whatever. I was just kind of like, on to something else, I guess, It's like, I mean, it doesn't change how I feel about myself, I guess, I'm pretty cool with me. So, I mean, it's just a job. Somebody had better qualifications or had a closer friendship, knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. I do remember there was one time before I started working, the job that I've had for 17 years now. I was going around just applying for pretty much anything I could find when I got a chance to be in town, going back and forth between here and Mom's, and doing odd jobs for family to get paid. I moved here. I got an apartment here, and then I wasn't here for very much. Yeah, I remember applying for a housekeeping position at one of the hotels, and I filled out the application, whatever, and like as I was sitting there, like as I turned my application in, they took someone else to the back to interview them for the interview or whatever. So it's like, well, I don't think I'm getting this one. Because I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe that person had already been through the, application process, and they called her back and was like, hey, come in and let's talk, So, but it's like, obviously, or like with the job with the campus, speaking of the campus, when, I was answering the questions honestly, when he was like, I could be trained. I'd never dealt with like buffers or scrubbers or anything like that, because it was a custodial position, whatever. And then, I was asked, I think I might have maybe gotten hired for that job if it hadn't been for the whole time thing. Like, I got off work, because I work overnights, I got off work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they want you, like, that's when that job starts, is 7 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. I mean, I've looked at custodial jobs on campus before for maybe just some kind of part-time or whatever, and all the positions, none of them line up, because there's like the one starts at 7 and goes to whatever time, and it doesn't matter because I get off work at 7, at my regular job, and then the other one, it's like 3 to like 11 p.m. or something, and it's like my regular job starts at 10 p.m. So there's that hour where it's kind of like, an hour overlap. So it's kind of like, I mean, I might have gotten that job if it hadn't been for the whole time, thing, because I asked, is it okay if I'm a little bit late every day? And they're like, well, they're going to want you to be on time, so I don't, maybe me, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have stretched that very far, like I would have been there as soon as possible, but, maybe they were thinking I was already somebody that was going to try to, like, get away with, like, not being there, not being what's the word I'm looking for? Dependable, getting there on time. It's kind of like, well, I might be like 10 minutes late every day. It wouldn't be that bad. I'd have, somebody drive me, find somebody who could take me that way and drop me off on the way, hopefully they left at 7 o'clock, I don't know. But, so, I didn't get that job. I might have, like I said, because it was like a temporary summertime position, whatever, if it hadn't been for the time thing, I might have gotten that one. Who knows? But there again, it's like, it's just a job, I'll just go apply for another one, I guess, And I don't really, like, I don't know, I mean, there's people at work that I talk to, there's people that, I mean, I don't talk to, I never really talk to, I just don't really get an opportunity to talk to them, whatever. It's not like we're the, closest of friends or like work acquaintances or anything like that, but that's not really rejection, I guess. It's not like me trying to talk to them or trying to get a friendship with them and they're like, how about you go fuck yourself over there somewhere, like, be like, alright, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. I'm gonna be having a good time over here with me because I'm awesome, and you're gonna miss out, so that's your problem, not mine. I mean, that's kind of the way that I look at it, but, I mean, I'm not in the dating pool. I'm not on the Grinder. I'm not on the Tinder, the Bender, the Cinder, the Mohinder. That was a character from Heroes. You know, like, just not, you know, not really putting myself out there to face much rejection, you know, which is more than fine with me. I mean, you know, I came home, I just do what I want. You know, I mean, money allowing, I suppose. And if I'm going back to, you know, that was kind of another reason that I went ahead and went up to campus today, because I'm like, you know, this might be my last time to go to a payday lunch, and this might also be my last time to have a chance to go to campus before I start my second part-time job. You know, I don't know. I haven't heard back from the guy. He did call me the next day, because apparently he didn't get my text or didn't see my text. I don't know. But he did call me the next day to find out. So we had a little conversation. And he said he'd talk to HR and I'd hear back in a couple days. So, but that was kind of another thing. It's like, well, you know, I mean, I might be starting that up fairly soon. So my free time was going to go, brrr, you know. To be, I mean, I could walk to campus on the weekend, but then it's kind of like it's my weekend, and I don't want to put on pants and leave the house, you know. Like, I just want to sit here like a bump on a log and do nothing, and just relax before I have to go back and do it all over again. But so yeah, I don't really actually have to deal with getting rejected very often. I mean, I feel like I'd kind of like keep rolling with it, because it's like, I mean, whatever, man. I'm awesome. You're missing out. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Sounds good to me. So, I mean, I'd like to think that's the way that I would act. You know, it's kind of like, well, whatever, your loss kind of thing, you know. But there again, I haven't been put in that position. I haven't had that trial by fire yet. So, I mean, you know, guess I don't know, because I haven't been there. So, but whatever. I'm not trying to get accepted. So, getting rejected doesn't hurt my feelings at all. We're good. So okay, that's that. I have some delicious pizza that I cannot eat another single slice of. I got the biggest one, because I'm like, like I said, this might be my last payday lunch that I get to go to for a while. I was like, go big or go home. I might as well go out with a bang until the next time, you know. But anyway, but I will still continue. The job, I only worked from like 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., so, you know, I would usually get home and take a shower, rinse off, not like an actual shower, because, you know, a lot of times, especially for mowing and all that shit comes back, like, I just, you know, or dirt, whenever we're mowing and we, like, hit, like, a dirt patch, and it's just kind of, I'm just kind of, like, covered in dirt. So I rinse myself off, maybe get something to eat, so I will add answering that day's question, because I haven't missed a day yet. It's been almost 3 months. I mean, I don't know if February really counts. If we had an extra day in February this year, of course. The book didn't. So, but I made videos on that day. So, just so that I can say I did. If I don't fuck up, if I don't miss a day, forget, fall asleep, you know, whatever. It's almost 3 months. It's been almost 3 months. There's still, like I said, a lot of this book to go, as you can see. But sex, you know, there's still a lot of year to go. So I have a lot of opportunity to fuck it up, but I'm gonna try not to. So we'll see. Just have to fit it in where I can fit it in. Bam. That's what she said. But anyway. Somebody's got a very loud engine. I don't know if you could hear that in the background somewhere. But, anyway. That's that for today. I'm gonna get this uploaded before I go into a food coma, and I will see you for what I see you.